Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Al, the owner and founder of TICKR Finance and TICKR Apparel, where our mission is to close the gap in the U.S. With crypto assets and dope fashion. Of course, you can visit and learn more at our website, www.tickerapparel.com. You see it scrolling below on your screen. There are also 4 premium t-shirts that are available. With every purchase, you receive 10% of the gross sales back in Satoshi. So make sure you put your email address in correctly. Uh, but so let's go ahead and jump into the reason you guys can't. I'm gonna try to make this one short. The last couple of them, I had a video review. I may still pull it up, so I don't know. It may not be that short. Anyway, uh, let's talk about crypto and retirement. So there's a company. I'll go ahead and share my screen. I Trust Capital, and it's not. Yeah, so I Trust Capital. I've been kind of looking into this a little bit more. So there's studies out there, and later in that Graham video I did on my previous episode, you guys will, if you go find the video and you see, I'd probably need to link the video. But basically, there's a study that shows that quite a large percentage of millennials plan on using crypto for their retirement. So let me pause before I get into detail here. This is not, it is not financial advice. Uh, I'm just discussing the topic and showing you guys resources that are out there. But again, please consult your financial advisor. I can almost tell you probably most financial advisors are going to tell you absolutely not. Crypto is highly risk. It's a risk on asset. I know a lot of millennials have been hit hard by a lot of different crises between graduating college, getting hit with the housing crisis, and then you got COVID. It's been a rough, let's call it 16 years? About 15, 14, 15 years. Uh, Periodically, like it hadn't been rough, but you get what I'm saying? Like there's been 2 major crises in kind of critical earning years of millennials' lives. So people are trying to play catch up, and crypto feels like a good way for a lot of people to play catch up. Again, make sure you consult your financial advisor. This is not advice, just edutainment. I understand a lot of people get a lot of information from YouTube, and again, this is just that, just information, not advice. So, I Trust Capital specializes in crypto retirement accounts. You can have a Roth crypto account, a Roth crypto IRA, or a traditional crypto IRA. Um, for those of you who don't know what a Roth IRA is you basically are taking your post-tax money. So any money that you've already made, whether it's from your 9 to 5 job or your business that you own or other investments that you have that you've already paid taxes on. You can take that money, you could put it into a crypto Roth IRA. And then what happens is, as that money grows, it grows tax free. Now, you can't touch the money without penalty. It's your money, so you can touch it anytime you want to, but you will be charged a penalty if you touch the money prior to 59. There's a great video, and I probably should have showed that to you guys. There's some nuances with the Roth IRA. Um, I know up to a certain period of time, I probably need to get that information to be precise, but I know up to a certain period of time because the money that you're paying in has already been taxed. So the money that you pay into the account is called your cost basis. Because that's already been taxed, I believe you could take that money out, but above that amount, you cannot take that money out. That makes sense. So if you put $5,000 in and your 5,000 has grown to $15,000, then you cannot take any more than $5,000 out without incurring some sort of penalty because you're accessing the funds prior to the specified time frame. So that's a Roth IRA on a high level. Now there also is income stipulations, meaning there's only a certain amount of money that you could put in either of these. Got a voicemail. Okay. Um, yeah, so there's only a certain amount of money that you can put in a Roth IRA. It's between $6,000 to $7,000. Consult your financial advisor; they'll explain that. Same thing with a traditional IRA. A traditional IRA is money that has not been taxed. Say, for instance, maybe your employer offers this option, and if they do, you can have it set up to where you can have it set up to where money is taken out pre-tax and placed directly into the account. Now, I'm assuming most employers are not gonna be on board with this just yet. I don't know. I think Michael Saylor, because Fidelity is saying that they're gonna allow or offer, um, as long as the employer is willing to do it and offer it to their employees, that you can put, money into Bitcoin. So, um, that's at the employer's discretion. So if you work somewhere that has a Fidelity account, Fidelity may offer that to your employer, and your employer. Let me say this: Fidelity has the benefit available. Your employer will decide whether or not that's something they want to offer to you. Um, But anyway, a traditional IRA is pre-tax money, so it hasn't been taxed. You put the money in there, and then all of your gains are taxed. Well, everything, every dollar, because you haven't paid taxes on anything. Just like the traditional IRA, you can't touch it before you turn 59 and a half. If you do, there's going to be a penalty on all amount versus the Roth. You could take out your cost basis because it's already been taxed. So the money you put in has already been taxed on the Roth, but on the traditional IRA, it nothing's been taxed. So all money is available to get taxed. Um, I don't know. I find this intriguing. I do find it intriguing. Listen, traditional um insight will suggest that you don't put all your eggs in any one basket. So again, this is not advice, but I'm sure if you speak to your financial advisor, they're probably not going to encourage you to only have money in this account if you decided to open this account. Now, I've not created or have an affiliate link on this one. Cool thing about it is only $1,000 to open it. Um, they're talking about pricing like they don't have any fees. It's really solid. They don't have 0 month for personal accounts, 1% transaction fees. So anytime you're trading in and out of your making a trade out of any currency or any crypto, they're going to charge you a 1% fee, which is really less than most exchanges. Coinbase definitely charges you more than that. Um, you can also buy gold and silver in these accounts, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, it's it's a solid. I like it, and I'll probably eventually open one. To be honest with you, this is just me personally. Again, not financial advice, but when you think about it, if you, again, this is risky, but if you believe in crypto and where crypto is headed, even if you were to only buy Bitcoin. So I'm 39. I'll be 59 and a half in almost another 30 years. So I'll be 40. Yeah. So almost another 30 years. No, I'm sorry. 40. 20 years. My math's way off. So 40. So I got another 20 years. So there's a prediction right now that Bitcoin could be at $1 million in 10 years, 8 years. So, again, you have to understand that this is extremely risky. And most people will probably not encourage any of their clientele to pursue this option. But of course, you'll have that discussion with your financial advisors. You guys will come up and come to a conclusion on how comfortable you feel with taking the risk. But from an account maintenance standpoint, like this is probably as good as any offering that your current employer has in terms of the fees and things of that nature. The fact that they don't have any monthly costs, I thought that's pretty good for basically a brokerage account. Typically on brokerage accounts, you're probably going to have some sort of monthly fee, and you just got to be able to stomach some of these. The volatility that comes with crypto, right? Like it's huge volatility. I think you guys know that. But again, if you look at Bitcoin over the last It's hard to believe Bitcoin's gonna get to like 5 million or something like that. But let's just say it got to 1 million from where it is now. It's $40,000. You started doing this now. I mean, that'd be an exponential return. On the flip side, it could go down. So we're at what 40? It's 40,000 or 10x. Put you at 400,000, then just double that. So it's like a 20x in 8 years. I could. You're probably not gonna get that in your traditional 401k. Now that's assuming everything goes well and according to plan and what people are projecting. If Bitcoin goes kapoof and disappears and is deemed a total scam and fraud and all governments across the country and world ban it, then that's not gonna be good. But you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be good for your investment. But I don't personally, and again, this is just speculation in my opinion. I don't foresee that happening. Um And so, but you gotta take into consideration this is your nest egg money. So Bitcoin is risky enough. They do offer other altcoins that you can invest in. Um, I don't know if they had them down here, but they show some of them. Of course, you got ETH, you got Bitcoin. I was trying to see if they had all of them. Oh yeah, good thing it's protected by Coinbase custody, the world's largest institutional cold storage. So one thing about crypto. And I think a lot of people are going to be hesitant for this reason, the true crypto enthusiast, because Coinbase is going to have this crypto in a cold storage wallet that I'm assuming it's going to be with other cryptos. I hadn't figured this part out. I might need to do a part 2 to this, but there's a $320 million insurance policy. So everything, including what's in your account, is going to be insured up to $320 million total amount. Multi-layer approach to security eliminates single point of failure. So all this stuff is huge, guys. Just because crypto still really isn't regulated, so there's no recourse if you're dealing with retirement money and this Coinbase custody account is hacked and somebody runs off with the crypto. That's not going to be good if that happens without any recourse or regulation in place. So that's why I think regulation is important. But again, that's also why probably a lot of crypto enthusiasts will swear against this, just because most people want the crypto themselves on the exchange or off the exchange, or at least to just have control. I need the keys. I need everything for my crypto. That's how this environment works. That's how people move in this environment. And to just fork that over, there's actually a documentary on Netflix about crypto that me and my wife watched recently, where essentially the people were using the exchange and nobody had the keys but the owner to the exchange. Come to find out, this guy, as people were moving money through the exchange, he was sending their money to other decentralized exchanges across the world. Now they could track this on the blockchain, and then he goes out, he's trading with these people's money. It ended up being like a total of $200+ million. This guy lost 150 something $1 million trading in the crypto markets, trying to trade the markets with other people's money. But he had the keys, and so he could move the money around. Other people had no idea. This is early in the process, and this is one of the biggest paradigm shifts coming from Web 2 to Web 3, dealing with crypto and the ownership you have to have. Right now, we have recourse. Somebody steals my identity. Somebody tries to scam my credit card or have a false charge on my credit card or debit card. I call the bank like, hey, this is fraudulent. You go through a process. Anyway, they end up freezing it. You get your money back. They chase the other people down. With crypto, there's nobody chasing anybody down. Most of the time, there's nobody getting your money back. And so when you talk about retirement, these are things you have to consider. This is why they have these, bullet points or this section here, just letting you know, hey, this is, top industry protection. And we want to let you guys know that's safe, because with retirement, you're dealing with a lot of money in most instances. If people are going to roll over their 401k or their Roth 401k or IRA from wherever they have it to I Trust Capital, that's going to be a significant amount of money for that person. Now, it can feel good about the hopes of making a lot of money, but if that thing don't go as planned, man, whew, you know. But So these are the most popular. So we can see what's here, what's going on. They got Axie Infinity. So you guys see, I mean, they got some stuff on here. All available. See more assets. What all y'all got? So these are. I just want to see the cryptos. Aave, Algorand, Avalanche, Axie Infinity, Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Chainlink, Compound, Cosmos, CurveDAO, Decentraland, Doge, Engine, Ethereum, Litecoin, Maker, Polkadot, Polygon, Sheep, Solana, Stellar, SushiSwap, Tezos. I mean, you guys see them here. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a you could build a decent portfolio with that. Now you don't have access, and they probably do this intentionally. They probably vet it out like they feel like these are coins that are sustainable. I don't know what metrics they use to determine the sustainability, but this is not micro cap cryptos that you get your head handed to you. I mean, you can get your head handed to you in any crypto, but some of those micro caps are gonna disappear, and they're trying to make sure I guess you don't have your money and stuff that could possibly just like disappear on you once we get into a bear market. So uh you know again I think for a retirement account, crypto retirement account, this is a nice selection of cryptos to consider. But uh and probably fair enough to where obviously you're taking on a lot of risk, but you're not bottom feeding in some remote random projects where people may rug pull you and you're trying to hit a lick and make a ton of money at once by dumping a huge portion of your retirement money into that. If you start getting a lot of those stories, then you start getting a lot of bad information and a lot of bad press. So all in all, listen, it's up to you guys. I just wanted to give you guys the information, let you know, hey, this stuff exists, it's out there. You may or may not feel like it's something you want to do. I'm certainly looking into it, and we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know and follow up in terms of if and when I open the account, and yeah. But I know some of my folks out here that are crypto enthusiasts are like, bro, you're about to do that and hand over the keys. You just said you saw a documentary where they got scammed. Like you didn't learn anything from that documentary. So I'm telling you, hardcore crypto people, when you start talking about you don't have access to keys and somebody else is controlling, they're like, no, thank you. So yeah, it's interesting, option for retirement. Uh, you guys let me know what you think in the comments, man. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Cost you nothing, and it helps this information get out to great people like yourself. And so, until the next episode.